Good day. My name is Norman Murray and I work for Learning for Success. I'd like to give you a 10-minute presentation on our cost-effective digital performance review and goal management software. This is a picture of me trying to look cool around the swimming pool. We work in a number of global areas, including the Middle East, Africa and America, working with some great companies. Here in the UK, we work with organisations such as Lang O'Rourke, American Express, Body Shop, Kerry Foods, Campbell Foods, Connie, GlaxoSmithKline, to name but a few. So what do you want your performance management to do for your organisation? Your performance management has three basic functions. One, to provide adequate feedback to each person on his or her performance. Two, to serve as a basis for affirming or adjusting behaviour towards more effective working habits. And three, to provide data to managers with which they may judge future job assignments and compensation. What do you want your cost-effective digital performance management software to do for you? We believe, in summary, it's PAGE. You want your colleagues to perform through continuous performance management coaching conversations, which is simple to use with one click. You want goal management objective tracking based on facts to eliminate bias. You also want your colleagues to align to relevant global, team and individual objectives with regular immediate feedback to affirm or adjust behaviours. You also want visual confirmation of goal management alignment, which embeds a culture of coaching and feedback across the whole organisation. You also want your managers and colleagues to grow. Through the process, managers are encouraged to use SMART learning objectives, which are regularly tracked to ensure they stay alive throughout the year. And finally, you want your colleagues to engage in performance management. So it's based on individual job descriptions to encourage coaching conversations. We also provide mobile phone apps for smartphones for colleagues out in the field. You'd also want regular feedback, including upward feedback for managers and across team members. You'd also want tailored digital feedback dashboard for key stakeholders for goal management, progress and learning to really drive performance management through your organisation. Performance management is critical to your organisation's success and central to effective management. Much hard and imaginative work has gone into developing and refining it. In fact, there's a great deal of evidence to indicate how useful effective performance appraisal is. Yet, present systems of performance appraisal do not serve any of these functions well. The world has changed, and perhaps your performance management hasn't. And here's some examples. Can waste expensive staff hours, can be seen as old-fashioned, paper-based, clunky, or even, if you put the paper-based system online, not fit or agile for your organisation. It's not tailored to the individual, team or division, so not seen as relevant or engaging. Doesn't capture instant feedback from or to the manager and team colleagues, and again, makes it less likely to engage in the process. There's also no measurement as part of the process, including that of the organisation's culture, making it frustrating for many and doesn't help to reduce bias. And as you know, culture drives behaviour. Doesn't provide coaching and feedback as part of the process, and in some organisations, participants believe that the appraisal process isn't fair. As human beings, we suffer from recency bias. So we only remember the last few weeks or couple of months of someone's performance management. Also, it's not relevant, or there's no ownership of performance management by individuals. Next, it's about what gets measured gets managed. And here's a quick video about performance versus trust.
I've worked with the Navy SEALs, and I asked them, like, how do you pick like the guys that go on SEAL Team 6, right? Because they're the best of the best, the best, the best. And they drew a graph for me, and on one side they wrote the word performance, and on the other side they wrote the word trust. The way they define the terms is performance on the battlefield and performance off the battlefield. So this is your skills. This is, did you make your quarterly earnings, whatever, however you want to translate it, right? Performance, it's traditional. This is, how are you off the battlefield? What kind of person are you? The way they put it is, I may trust you with my life, but do I trust you with my money and my wife? This is what they told me. Nobody wants this person, the low performer of low trust, of course. Of course, everybody wants this person, the high performer of high trust, of course. What they learned is that this person, the high performer of low trust, is a toxic leader and a toxic team member. And they would rather have a medium performer of high trust, sometimes even a low performer of high trust, it's a relative scale, over this person. This is the highest performing organization on the planet, and this person is more important than this person. And the problem in business is we have lopsided metrics. We have 1,000,001 metrics to measure someone's performance and negligible to no metrics to measure someone's trustworthiness. And so what we end up doing is promoting or bonusing toxicity in our businesses, which is bad for the long game because it eventually destroys the whole organization. The irony is it's unbelievably easy to find these people. Go to any team and say, who's the asshole? And they will all point to the same person. Equally, if you go to any team and say, who do you trust more than anybody else? Who's always got your back? And when the chips are down, they will be there with you. They will also all point to the same person. It's the best gifted natural leader who's creating an environment for everybody else to succeed, and they may not be your most individual highest performer. But that person, you better keep them on your team.
So, how can we add value? Use of performance facts to help reduce bias. Define personal and business objectives tracked throughout the year. Simple one-click, one place for all your performance management information, a bit like Facebook. Allocate objectives based on individual job descriptions. Cascade and communicate different divisions' objectives and change them if necessary throughout the year. Dynamic goal setting, if you will. Evaluate individuals' progress at any point in time. Enable immediate feedback on an individual's performance by multiple participants to affirm or adjust behaviour. Goal management, keep the journey on track throughout the year. Give all key stakeholders tailored bespoke dashboard for their area to help drive performance management throughout your organisation. Branded to your organisation's colours and logo. Include only performance elements as defined by you. Managers can deep dive and see their team's performance. And there'd be ownership of performance management by each individual. Also, tutorial information would be part of the process. In summary, you want a cost-effective, tailored digital performance management system and software that will take the headaches away. What's our approach? Well, as Steve Jobs says, we start with the customer and work back to the technology, and that's our approach. For next steps, please do contact me. That's norman@learnforest.com for a more in-depth conversation on how our cost-effective tailored digital performance management software can help you. Thank you.